as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. Now, here's Nash. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Pass to Booker, to the middle, and stolen by Song. A nice shot by Fleming.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Olajuwon. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Now, here's Fox.
Let me tell you guys what, I am happy I'm retired. I would not want to check Fox. This man is way too quick.
Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
There's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it. Creating the turnover that leads to the break. Bridges is so disruptive on the defensive end.
Booker. I missed that time. Would have put him up.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And again, Washington no good. The Suns trail. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Kevin?
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Nash after the basket by Washington. Over Fox. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Malawash. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Fleming. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fleming's got his second bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's good.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage hooks. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Wizards?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now, here's Nash. Here's Wallace. It's blocked. They get it back. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Fox. Pass to Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Assisted by.
And it's 6 points for Trey Johnson.
With a multi-skilled guard like Fox, you love seeing him spread the ball around.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And both free throws good for Davis. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Song. Here's Fleming. Now Koulibaly. It's Sarr, top of the key. The wide open look here for Fox. Good on the three-point shot. Fox has got 7 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Wallace outside. Back to Nash. This one for 3. He's off on that one. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Wizards lead by 6. After this, 19. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Nash with the bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Inside, here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Bosh can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Randall. Outside, Davis. It's rebounded by Bosh. Wizards leading by 4. Here's Riley. Bridges with some nice defense.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Outside for Randall. Picked by Olajuwon. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Williams gets the bucket.
And this is what you love seeing. Williams using those young legs to his advantage on the attack.
Down low. It's stolen by Barrett. From about 16. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And there it is for him. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Timeout called the Suns. Picked by Randall. Pass to Davis. Outside for Randall. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Over Carrington. And Davis can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 4. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time. How long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Nash with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Left side, Williams. Outside, Bosh. Good on the triple. Bosh has got the lead up to 9 now for Washington.
And that's a very rare shot from the rookie. Bosch just feeling it tonight.
And Randall throws it down.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's Williams. Here's Barrett. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. It's deflected. Here's Fleming. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Suns trail by 9 to the paint. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Out to the wing. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, they've got to do a nice flow this quarter.
And Sarr throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And the shot goes down. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Davis. That's tipped. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Left side, Davis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost it.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's Fox. And a wide open look for Sarr. Takes a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That's the first of 6 played on the road. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Booker's got 6.
Nice finish in the open floor. Booker loves leaking out and attacking.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And the Suns call time. Suns trailed by 13. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
To the inside. Sarr hits the 3-point bomb. Fleming's got the lead up to 14 now for Washington.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Booker outside. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Booker just keeps getting better at orchestrating the pick and roll, setting up his teammates out of those sets.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Randall. And here is Bridges. Back to Randall.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. Booker with no one around. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Fox makes it off the glass.
Timeout.
Fox has got 11.
Explosive on the bounce. Fox is just a blur.
And the Suns call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Nash. Good on the shot. He's got 10. And it's Williams with the ball for Washington. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Riley. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Lets it fly from 18. And the jumper is on the mark. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Back to Williams. Bosh, the screen. Down low. Olajuwon with the block. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Booker.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's Turner off the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker. The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Suns trail by 14. Plays it up and banks it in. Nash has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter.
62.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Nash, here we go. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Wizards leading by 14.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge. Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
And here are the Suns now. Olajuwon, right side. Here's Nash. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his first foul. Fox looking it over. Johnson outside. Over Nash. Olajuwon with the block. Swiped it away. From deep, Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. That's 12 points for Johnson. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Wizards.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Wizards leading by 19. Pass to Coulibaly. To the wing on the left. Here's Fleming. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
On the wing, Booker. 5 to shoot. Over Coulibaly. No good from Booker.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot by Johnson, no good. Suns trail by 19. Here's Nash. And Sarr pulls it down. And there's the try. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. The Washington Wizards coming to this one following a loss to the Lakers. And guys, the hometown fans not pleased with that dreadful performance. They saw their team get knocked out cold.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A blue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. Down low. That's tipped.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Here's Coulibaly. The kick out to Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Now, here's Fox. Driving the lane, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Fleming. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Boy, an unfortunate mix-up right there. Cost them a possession.
Johnson the screen. Sarr with it. He's picked up by Dick. Pushing it up. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Here's quickly. Back to the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Sarr. Nothing on the board. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Here's the screen. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Just 5 on the clock. For the 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bucket is good. Fox has got 6. Quickly with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What an aggressive drive by the speedy Emmanuel Quickly. Look out.
PDB over the last several years, wins have been hard to come by for the Washington Wizards.
Kevin, it blows me away that this organization has not had a winning season since 2018, and they haven't won 50 games since 1979. Let's hope their young, inspiring draft picks are building into a good young core.
Pass to Sarr. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And it's quickly in the corner. Here's the 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Quickly's got his second bucket of the night.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
1 quarter in the books. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 1. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Here's Salon. Raptors knocking down the tray. Here's Riley. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Pass to Walter. From deep. Riley grabs the miss. Here's Washington now. To the wing on the left. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Mamukelashvili. And here we go. Washington fast break. Riley can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen short.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Out to the right wing. Here's Walter. It's rebounded by Barrett. Here's Salon. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Salon's got his first 3 points of the game. And when it comes to R.J. Barrett, what do you think, Doris, about his development?
Well, we know he's got a scorer's mindset, and he's excellent off the dribble. The key for his growth is just he's got to become a consistent shot maker from deep.
Here's Salon. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, Green looking to end the run. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Kevin, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Mamukelashvili. And got hung up on the dunk. Quite enough elevation there, I guess. Pass to Bosch. Now Williams quickly covering. 5 on the clock. It's Williams with the drive. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Raptors have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. And some good young players in the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster 1 to 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long. The possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
And you can tell Green is a competitive player, willing to put in the sweat to find looks.
"35 seconds left in the second quarter.
Hey, yo, right here.
There's the pick. The Raptors need to get a shot on. That three from Quickly. Wizards leading by 5. This one for 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
And the young guard Williams is an exceptional talent, an explosive player who plays with a lot of energy.
And he nails the third. Raptors trail by 7. Quickly looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Mobo can't hit. And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. We've got more in store for you right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's Green. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Connects from three-point range. Mamukelashvili has got 9 points.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
It's good on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Dick. A putback. It's Dick on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Ball stolen. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. No good on the 3. Here's Quickly. 6 points for him. Pass to Mamukelashvili. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The wide open look here for Fox. Drops in the tray. And now it's an 11-point Wizards lead. Now, here's Quickly. Dick in the corner. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
They get the rebound. Pass to Quickly. To stop the run. And again, no good by Toronto. Washington leading now by 11. Here's Johnson. It's tipped. Green left side. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Quickly missing.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Raptors trailed by 11. Takes the 3. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block force them to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Here's Carrington. Bosh. Second chance effort. Green with the rebound. Now, quickly. To the middle. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, he misses the dunk. And here's Bosh for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. It's Dick on the wing. Over Barrett. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Pass to Riley. Now Bosh. And the 3 ball is good. Bosh has got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
And that's a very rare shot from the rookie. Bosh just feeling it tonight.
Here's Mamukelashvili. He's covered by Bosh. Quickly, the rebound by Carrington.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Going inside and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Some changes for Toronto.
On the court.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Allen outside from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
He may not be the, quote, pure point guard in the traditional sense, but the passing game of Russell Westbrook is so impactful.
Pass to Mobo. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Williams with the ball for the Washington Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Allen outside. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Walter. From the wing. That one, no good.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here is Allen. Barrett covering. Pass to Mobo. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards leading by 10. Launches a 3. And Riley gets it to go.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And the Raptors with some changes. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen in on, guys.
Thank you, Allie. That bucket in no time at all.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the foul called on Alex Song. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Green. From about 16. That does not go.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Johnson fires. And there's the three.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Quickly. That one's off. Still out of sync.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now Johnson. It's stolen by Green. Now Barnes. Oh, no good on the dunk. Coulibaly. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to Barnes. Puts up a three. And again, no good by Toronto.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
And here is Barnes. Fires from the wing. Barnes with another miss. Washington leading now by 22.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Alex Zong.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. It's the home of... the Wizards here in Washington as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Looking at Boston, they want to turn it around after the loss to Toronto. Now here's Arenas. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Lots of players to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is, he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Washington. It's a three-point game. Here's Walsh driving inside.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
From deep, Johnson. Rebound by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Tatum on the wing. Bounce down low. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Arenas attacking. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no...
How's that for a finish? Fox relishes any chance he gets to throw it down.
Drives to the hoop. Back to Arenas. Celtics passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. And it's Towns missing. The Wizards with the lead. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Back to Sarr. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Sarr's got his second bucket.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
That one drops for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Johnson. Misses the layup.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Tatum. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Well, a risky pass there. And if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
Fox with the steal. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Sarr gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the turnover again by Boston. Fox deciding where to go with it.
Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Boston. They trail by 3 to the paint. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Arenas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And he drives in. Here's Towns. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Here's Fleming. Good. Nice job down low.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. We like how they're sharing the ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see. Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Smith. Rebound, Washington.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
The offensive rebound. Salon lays it up and banks it in. Salon's got his first basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic. Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Here's Carrington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Vassell outside. Boston again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Salon. Banked in off the glass. Carrington's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Dale, still scoreless. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey guys, RJ Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Back over to you, Kevin.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On to Gonzalez. Back to Thomas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Celtics trailed by 15. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center. But in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
Smith outside. Pass to Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Fox. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Smith. Pass to Thomas. And the jam by Tyrus Thomas.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And it's sent back by Carter.
tenacity on D from Carter. Not allowing anything easy.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the jam by Tyrus Thomas.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Count it, good. And that's now 10 points for Alex Sarr.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guy.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Austin making some changes. 12 seconds left in the first half.
Substitution.
From deep, Arenas. And Tatum hammers it home.
Assist from.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Coulibaly, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Back to Fox. Pass to Fleming. And stolen by Arenas.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Here's Walsh. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Shot clock at 6. Towns the screen. From deep, Arenas. Washington leading now by 11 to the inside. Sarr. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Here's Arenas. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. No good from Arenas.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Tatum driving, and the dunk by Tatum.
Vicious finish by Tatum. These coaches love when he's aggressive.
Sarr. Gets the bucket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Sarr's shot is off.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Left side Arenas. Pass to Walsh. That's good, and it's Arenas with the assist. Walsh has got 5 now.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Now here's Arenas. Towns the screen. And stolen by Song. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Pass to Fleming. Sarr the screen. And Sarr throws it down.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back to you, Kevin.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Johnson after the basket by Boston. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession for the Wizards. Now a timeout called by Boston. Seconds left here in the third quarter. Inside, Bosh. And then Bosh with the jam.
Oh, enthusiastic jam there by the rookie Bosh, letting them know he can do it all.
Pass to Smith. Back to Pritchard. Outside for Thomas. Stolen by Bosh. And here they come. Here's Riley. The rebound by the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's Washington in the driver's. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Pritchard. Down low. Here's Thomas. Pass to Van Arsdale. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Pritchard. Following the basket by Chris Bosh. Smith for 3. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
Back to Carrington. To the middle. Here's Bosh. And then Bosh with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Back to Pritchard. Thomas surveying the D. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And again, Washington, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Thomas gets the bucket.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Wizards leading by 10. Johnson, who finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The Celtics call time. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
All right, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Tatum. Puts it up from deep. Sarr.
And you have to love seeing the rookie Bosch be assertive on offense and getting the D to foul him.
Free throw good. Bosch. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Driving in. No good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Gilbert Arenas. That's his first foul. Shoots the three. Buries the deep ball.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league, Fox can get to the bucket and...
Oh, man! Wow!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
You know, if their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year. Actually, their fifth win on the year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Alex Sarr.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Fox. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Walsh. Bosch with some nice D.
Second personal foul. 15.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Washington.
And Coulibaly drops them both. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Towns. Pass to Walsh. Now Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
When Fox gets it on the break, look, it is a wrap. He might be the fastest guy in the league.
Inside. Jaquez outside. Embiid the screen. And the dunk by Embiid.
The perfect roller. Joel Embiid can pop out and shoot and cut, make the extra passes. Really anything in that set.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Iverson. And Sarr pulls it down. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Washington. Just 4 to shoot. Iverson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We've seen a quick start here for the Wizards. Pass to Fleming. Jaquez with the rebound. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Sarr. And here's Johnson outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 7.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Fox with the drive.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Right wing. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Iverson outside. To the paint. To stop the drought. And Embiid finishes inside. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So Coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Kevin, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Koulibaly, no good. And stolen by Song. And it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
The 76ers trailed by 9. Pass to Maxey. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 6.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Maxey on the wing. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Iverson left side. Kicks it out to Maxey. Embiid the screen. Down low. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Hits it from three-point range.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Wizards out front. They're up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The 76ers trailed by 4. And there's a whistle that goes on Carlton Carrington. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. In transition, here come the Wizards. And Barrett gets it to go.
They look to Barrett in these spots because they trust the young man's ability to finish in the open court.
Now, here's Maxey. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Picked him clean. Here's Salong. And the 3 off target. Maxey in the corner. Outside Edwards. Back to Maxey. 14 feet away. Riley grabs the miss.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Bosch with the bucket. Bosch has got his first 2 points of the night.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack man who loves to get downhill.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Carrington, that's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
From deep, Maxey. The three-pointers right on target. Maxey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Edgecombe, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Outside, George trains the three-pointer. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
So that's 2 bombs in a row from long range. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Carrington. And he drives in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Beasley with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Carrington. There's the pick. And it's Bosch in the corner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Malik Beasley.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Iverson. It's tipped. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And both free throws good for Iverson.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good with the triple. Pass to Edgecombe. Shot, high post. Got a piece of it. The Wizards working the ball around now.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Jaquez. Now Iverson. Jaquez outside. The 76ers again can't hit it. Washington leading now by 10. Fleming. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Johnson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Pass to Edgecombe. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Wizards have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Taking 3 shots.
And he makes all 3. Here's Iverson. The statement dunk by Iverson.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And so it's Washington looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Iverson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington leading now by 13. On the wing, Koulibaly. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Embiid. Now Jaquez. Out left to the wing. Back to Iverson. No good on the 3.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Johnson.
And that one drops for him. And with the trend break toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been. And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Iverson. Count it from 12. Iverson's got 6 points.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart them, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Connects from three-point range.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Pass to George. Back to Iverson. They set the screen. And here's George. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. He's got 5.
This is a guy who knows his shot inside and out. George gets the ball and knows what to do with it.
Sarr gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Iverson outside. Pass to Edgecombe. Oh, he jams it right over Alex Sarr.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Count that bucket. And the Wizards lead by 20.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Hawkins outside. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 20. Fox goes in. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Kevin, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Outside, Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. They're running. Moving it up. And Barrett gets it to go. And it's 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's Turner off the drive. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Out to the right wing. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's the Washington Wizards having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And
Washington, 61.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pass to Riley. All sorts of time. The shot's good. Riley's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Washington. Now Embiid. Riley covering. The 3 from George. Rebound, Washington.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's McCain. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Pass to Riley. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
So long, no good. It's stolen by Barrett. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And McCain pulls it down.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
George looking around. Gets a very good look and converts.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Got that one up quick.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Back to George. Washington with the rebound. Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Left side, Bosch. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
Oh, big-time slam from the young forward Bosch. Love seeing this man play with that kind of authority.
Iverson with the bucket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
On offense, here are the Wizards. And there's the drive. And he dunks it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. And Iverson, the master of the and-one, just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Here's Bosch. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edgecombe, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Barrett from deep three-point territory. No good there.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the match